Gross. Kilograms were the key to my success. I apologize being so discreet with my connects. Lamborghinis were figments of my imagination. Whoever figured the figures.
We are now in February. Crazy, like 2023 is going quick already. Time to illusion. Listen, I'm always to my boys' event. I'm Jack Amazon Club. He invite me down. Funny thing about this guy, yeah, how can he invite me and not tell me? Like, I'm gonna buy a ticket, yeah, sold out now. I messaged him saying, bro, I'm gonna buy a ticket, it's sold out. Have you got a space for me? The guy goes, bro, you're already on guest list. I'm like, when are you gonna tell me, fam? But anyway, I'm here now. Hopefully, meet some new connections, meet some new people. I'm looking forward to it, fam. You get me?
Everybody can learn off someone else. You might have, someone who's got an idea for certain projects who
is construction. Shut the vlog, shut the vlog.
Listen, man, we're inside right now, yeah? I hope that you lot are tuning in to Austinokoloo because this thing is crazy. Come on, tune in. Come on.
Posting and so on.
Niggas know what's up with me. Gotta keep that pole, I feel a reaper keeping up with me. Had to kill a nigga of the day that grew up with me. Ask about the bodies.
Austinokoloo, we're back. Right now we're in Whitechapel, Enzo, East London. We've got a meeting. We've got a millionaire coming to speak to us about how we're gonna basically take our company to the next level. He's a man that I networked with, I met at university. He's bought a company up to £30 million in revenue, and he's going to help us out. And he likes what we're doing, and he wants to give us some value, man. So he's come down to our office space today to give us some wisdom and actually get into the nitty-gritty of actual what products our product should look like and how we should package it for our clients, stuff like that as well. So it's a real blessing, and I'm very grateful to have that network and people coming down to actually help like this, innit? So very grateful. But yeah, man, cool. February started strong. Am I doing the 14th?
Yeah.
I'll be reading my books. I've actually got 2 books to be reading.
You're busy on the 14th of February.
I actually got 2 books to be reading.
You said on the 14th of February you're busy.
Yeah, busy reading.
So we didn't need on the 14th.
I just told you.
Oh, so you're not gonna happen? Oh, sorry, I thought you were.
In the University of Sussex bar, the one that Austin will know about, and I was just sat there and I was like, every single person here is like our age, they're all on their phone, yet there's no technology in this venue. You know what I mean? Like everyone's on TikTok and banking on their phone, doing everything, and then you have to like walk 5 steps over there to just ask for a beer or whatever. That was like crazy. And so I thought, like, even if there was something just for that bar, that would be ideal. Like, for me, being selfish, that I just wanted to be able to order from my phone in that venue. I started looking into it more and more and more, and there was nothing out there that like existed, like basically an Uber for ordering food and drink. So like just anywhere you could go, you just had an app and you could just order straight from your phone. So I was in 2nd year of uni developing it. I was due to do a placement year, and I basically negotiated or asked the university, depending on how you look at it, to like work for myself for a year. So I just took a year out and just worked on the concept, raised some money and launched it, and that was in 2019. But, so I'm not technical, so I can't code, but it was at University of Sussex. I don't know, Austin, you might have met them, the Agile App company.
I haven't, Oh, are they in the innovation?
They're in the innovation
Okay,
center.
I think I've come actually.
When I wanted to, I was like, I've got an idea, I've got some people interested in funding the company, where do I get this built? So I literally went all over the internet, everything, trying to find like companies, loads in London and stuff that were so expensive. I was like, well, this is impossible, I'm never gonna be able to do it. So I spoke with the University of Sussex, built the first version of the app in 2019, launched it in the University of Sussex bar, and then couldn't get any traction, like just couldn't get anyone to take it on. You'd go into bars and people would be like, no, I want to talk to my customers. And like no one's ever wants to use this. And I was like, fuck, what do I do now? So I was like, the university's liking it. Kids, like Austin, kids on the University of Sussex just like would walk in, download it, and they wouldn't even need any like sell, do you know what I mean? They were just like, they wanted to be able to order from their phone. And so I was like, let's just go to more universities. Even if this is just a university app, there's enough. There's like 110 universities in the country, so just try that. So literally myself, I was like on trains going all over the country, just like trying to get in front of like a bar manager to have a conversation. And then COVID came and we were in 2 venues. Okay. So we had Southampton and Sussex Uni. And one of my investors knew someone who knew someone at a pub company. And so COVID came and they gave me a call and they were like, we don't even have time to do trial or anything like that. Just go out to as many of our pubs as you can.
COVID was a blessing because no one wanted like social contact, right? Everyone wanted distance.
They thought at that time you wouldn't be able to open your bar again without an app.
That's crazy.
Because no one knew. Like, it's easy to look back now and realise, you can see it in a different way. But then they were like, the only way you'll be able to order is from your phone because there'll be no social contact. We don't want staff coming up to the table and all this stuff. So the pub company were like, yeah, just like go after as many as you can. So every pub was shut in like March 2020. And yeah, they had 3,000 pubs and we had 2 venues at a time. So we didn't have, we had no idea if the app would scale. We had no support, we had no operations team, we had no finance team, we had no contracts. We had nothing. Like, we was just like a few guys on the team and an app in 2 places. And so we literally crushed it for 3 months. And then on the 4th of July 2020, we launched in like 500 sites overnight. And it just went absolutely nuts from that point on. Yeah, like in one day. That was our craziest day ever.
Oh, so then if England won the game,
it would have gone nuts. But literally everyone left the pub, obviously, like in tears. Yeah. Everyone left. All the transactions stopped.
How much you make in one day?
About 700 grand. Yeah.
Crazy.
And what's like the biggest stores is it just pubs you focus on then, or is it
pubs and student unions?
Okay, cool.
So like the combination of the two, right? So you have like a student on a uni campus like Sussex, download the app so they can order there. But the idea was you then go into town and you've got the same app. In the same way, like you use Uber in London, but if you went to Manchester and you needed a cab, you just use the same app. So that was like the idea behind it.
I wanted to bring it back to uni. So how much did the business management affect or contribute to your success, your degree?
It's a tough one.
Let's be honest.
It's a tough one.
Let's be honest with
it. You already got an answer for you.
Have you got an angle here?
Yeah, I want to see if it like coincides. I want to see if great minds think alike.
To me, I'll start off by giving a benefit, and I say this to everyone. Like, the big benefit for me was, like, I grew up a lot at university. So like, I left home. I was with random people I didn't know. I had all this free time, and I was like, I went from being like a boy at school to like an adult, like overnight. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've never really, like, been out and not had any friends or family that I knew around. So it was a bit like of a oh shit moment. So I think that was useful in terms of like confidence and just realizing what the world was like. I didn't really learn anything. I didn't really like.
And if you did, you probably forgot it by now.
There's a few things, but to be honest, like the important things in reality, if you want to be an entrepreneur, they don't really teach you. They don't focus on the right things. Like they won't. I went and did a talk at Sussex last term, and it was the entrepreneur department, and they didn't know how to write so they'd written like these long business plans that were like 30 pages long, and I was like, right, well, you need now to make a pitch deck, and they were like, what is that? And you think that you're paying, I don't know how much it is,
9 grand
to
can't make a pitch deck,
and you can't make a pitch deck. But the thing is, for me, I didn't even think about it. When I wanted to make a business, I just Googled how to make a pitch deck. Forbes article comes up. It's like 10 things, just take it and just start doing it.
You got YouTube.
You got YouTube, now you've got TikTok, you got everything.
Skillshare.
You got everything. And that's why I think things like this are important, because it's actually that like collective learning is so much more powerful. Like, I have people all the time, every single week, come to me saying, I want to start a business, what do I do? Like, or I'm running a business and I've got a problem, or what would you do about this? And that's so much more powerful than going, I've got a problem, well, let me do a course for 3 months and try and figure it out. Whereas like 9 times out of 10, I've done it, and either done it right or wrong, but I've learned how to do it.
Yeah,
and just like passing that on is the easiest way for both sides and the most powerful way of doing it. So like, I have people saying all the time, I've got an idea, what do I do? And like, if you went to uni with that mindset, you'd probably, I don't know, like the lecturer at this entrepreneurship, I don't know what you call it, like, I think it was a course. and she was talking about raising money, and she was saying to these guys, like, a couple of them had interesting ideas, and she was like, well, obviously, you know, it's going to be tough. You want to be going and raising money from VCs and hedge funds. And I like explained to her ultimately and the whole class how that actually works. Like, if you want to raise money from a hedge fund, I mean, like if you know the guy who runs the hedge fund, fair enough, you've probably got a decent chance of raising. But if you don't, like most people, the process is you have to try and get in contact with someone. All routes lead to, you have to fill out some kind of questionnaire for them to validate you to have a call. And on that questionnaire, it's how much revenue did you make last year? So if it's 0, they won't even call you back. They don't care.
They want all the established businesses.
They want already established businesses. It's not an emotional decision, it's a financial decision for them. And so all of these businesses would fail at that first hurdle, because they would say 0, 0, 0, and none of them would even get like a minute or a coffee or whatever. So it's just not the right advice to be given, really, to say to a young person with an idea, you need to go and raise 5 million to even start this, and you can need a VC. It's just never going to happen. And so I think they need much more of like a modern approach to how do you go from having an idea to a business. And there's like that gap in between, and that's where most people just stop or fail. But most people that I've dealt with, and you guys are probably the same, you probably have like friends coming to you all the time and saying, I've got an idea for this, I've got an idea for that. My advice is to you guys, just be interested and then just wait a month. And I guarantee that they just don't even talk about it again. This is what most people are like. They like, you guys are obviously have a different mindset where you're self-motivated and you just keep going. But a lot of people, they can't really be bothered. They have an idea, and then I'm like, right, well, you need to now go and like do research. So you need to figure out competition, all this stuff, and they won't do it. They won't do it. Like the minute you tell people to do a tiny bit of hard work, they can't really be bothered.
Especially nowadays, well, like entrepreneurship become more cool. People do it because it looks like it's cool.
Exactly.
They come like, you know, they think,
which is what we want. That's what we spoke about last time.
But like, that shouldn't be the reason why you do entrepreneurship, because you want to be cool. It should be because you've got a great idea, you want to provide value. A lot of people want to do like because you want to post on Instagram, put a CEO on their bio. It's not that simple.
Yeah, and I also don't think people realise how hard it is. How hard it is and how long it takes. Like, it does not happen overnight. It might happen once. Like, the only example I can think of is like Mark Zuckerberg. And that's what everyone goes to. But it's like, yeah, if you take him out of it, give me others. It's just a stupid point. Like, it's going to take you probably 3 to 5 years
100%.
of hard work every single day to then be at the point where everyone's like, oh, look, that looks so easy. And it just doesn't happen like that. Just interested in creating stuff, and so it was just so boring, and I was like, I have to do something.
And they didn't ask you to like be you know, sometimes when people saw their company, they ask you to be like
to stay on for a little bit.
Stay for a little bit to direct. I guess.
Might as well come and step to my city. Threw on whatever just so you could come get me. Got my tongue all tighter, but the whiskey, I let it flow. I don't wanna fuck up the vibes.
Gen Z networking / speed dating / Valentine themed event. Make sure you don't come through, but a DJ, cocktails on deck. Amazing guest speakers, amazing host, so yeah, man.
Big confusing, I can see it in your eyes, but I want you to take control. You got a big ego and shit, I think I like that. So you're not bad, I need a nigga that gon' bite back. Bitches asking you gon' wife that, but you just a nigga that I'll just hit up, spend my nights at. My chest all fucked up, but I wanna fuck it through it, oh.
We love a boys today. We love a boys today, man. Love a boys. But now, man, see me, somebody say my lightweight, I'm not. However, you know what it is? When you got mental strength like me, alcohol can't touch you. Me and alcohol, you become one. You know, so we create a symbiotic bond. If you man know biology, you create a bond, innit? So the alcohol is me, I am the alcohol. So I can't be lightweight because I'm too mentally strong. When you meditate and read as much as I do, when you read the 50 books in 2 years, your alcohol can't touch you. When you read Think and Grow Rich, alcohol can't touch you. The network is? Today is your dating life. So today your network is your dating life. The more girls you know, the more girls you know, the more talking about love, the more boys you know, the more talking about love, innit? So we're here, make sure you get some food, make sure you meet some people, it's connections. Good to see you.
I was going to say that the worst part about dating is that the digital age doesn't know how to get married. I feel that because nowadays people are getting married for the benefits. They're planning a divorce before they're getting a wedding.
As a matter of fact, I feel like a lot of girls are scared in regards to how they're going to move to them and if they're going to get rejected. It can be as simply as literally complimenting the shoes, and then just from then onwards you start a conversation, and if he finds it attractive, then he's probably going to end up taking the move anyway. So it's like, you ain't even got to worry about that. It's just about just doing it, like start off with something and work from it.
I personally think it's true, just because if I'm to argue with someone in the moment, I'm probably just clouded with my thoughts. I'm not really thinking straight. I feel like men actually take the time and think about what they're saying in an argument, rather than just.
I think back when we were like 17, 16, I think that's come up. Now our age, I think bowling's cool for a first date in my opinion.
The whole point about, like you said, about a guy should chase, that which you chase runs away from you. So for me as a guy to go and chase a girl, I'm subconsciously telling her that she's above me and she should be playing hard to get and or running away from me, innit?
It's been a bit of a journey. We were best friends for a few years, then we got together, now we're married.
And I think I got to a place of maturity when I started to figure out what do I want in a man. But before I started asking myself what do I want in a man, I started asking myself what type of woman do I want to become. Because in a marriage, there's two people that are contributing to the home. And if I'm not coming up to a par or a standard, what's going to happen is that our house is going to be unhealthy because I'm unhealthy. So I started focusing on my own healing and actually started asking myself what type of woman do I want to become.
Most of the time, men, we don't know how to talk. We don't have a clue how to even understand how we're feeling. And we expect the woman to be understanding how we're feeling, but we don't have a clue how we're feeling. If the more time you spend actually trying to understand what's going on in your own head, the more likely you are to have a successful relationship with a woman. It's that simple. If you can figure that one out, then half the battle is already done.
Like last year I made 6 figures in our business. And when my husband came and said he's into my DMs, I wasn't no small girl by the way. When he was into my DMs, I was establishing what I was doing. So even when he was into my DM, every single person that tried to slide into my DMs, I'll be like, who are you? Like, and I always come and say, I'm grateful that with my husband, he gave me so much more than money can provide. Because there were certain men who were trying to fly me out. I can fly myself up, darling. I don't need to be flown out. I don't need this Louis Vuitton, all this stuff. I can afford to pay for it myself. I believe in women being established in yourself. So if a man wants to come and give you a check, it's kind of like, if anything, I can match your check, we'll probably even pay even more. But so it's one of those things that I'm not moved by money. So when my husband came, he came with money, intellect, intentional, prayer, he came with faith, he came so much more than what money can provide. We recently started a podcast and we were talking about what's broken in you that will attract you to a broken relationship. And what's broken in you that will keep you in a broken relationship. And I think a lot of people will entertain broken situationships because there's something in you that you refuse to heal. Respect has to overflow from the cup that you fill. So I always say respect yourself first. Because if you don't know how to respect yourself first, especially as a woman, you're going to let any next man come disrespect you and you're going to be taken for idiots. Amen. I'm telling you. If you don't respect yourself, amen, yeah, we in church today. If you don't respect yourself, you're going to let any man come take you for idiots.
But I don't need the wisdom, I don't need the motivational speech at that moment, because in my head, I've already calculated everything that I need to do. I just need her to say, you got this. So when it comes to different people, they relate to things differently, and respect looks differently to different people.
Like your environment will shift when you start healing. I'm telling you, like your friendships your conversations start to shift. Like you're no longer talking about who this guy is or what they're on their ass and on that. Like you start actually thinking about levels. Like it's the reason why I hit 6 figures is because I've got 6-figure friends, I've got 7-figure friends, I've got friends that are actually doing bits. But I remember there was a time when I was with broke people, we was all broke together. And we all used to complain about money and how much we needed money until the environment shifted and the conversation shifted. And I'm not talking about money in general, I'm talking about the fact that we have to get to a place of understanding that your friendship and your circle cannot look like what you've been through, it has to look like where you're going. And when you are healing and when you are healed, you can no longer entertain certain things that affect your past.
So it's kind of like when you reach a point where you want to elevate to a new level, you start looking around you and you go, actually, if I want to get to this level, I know you're keeping me here. So something's gonna have to give for me to get to where I need to get to.
How you know when you're healed is when you're no longer ready, when you're no longer entertaining the things that you know are there to medicate your pain. You start to deal with your pain rather than medicating it.
She told me she wasn't ready.
So I told him I wasn't ready, and then I ended up.
But what she really meant was, you're a good guy, and I'm not ready to be treated well.
Because I'm used to dysfunction, and I always want to say to my friends, especially my women, this is the last thing I end with. You should never allow a man to know your body more than he knows your heart.
Keep my guard up, but I put it down just for you. I pergola, caught you looking, text you. I ain't wanna make it hot, but yeah, it was you. I was off that shit and still I came through. Room full of niggas and all I saw was you. Like fuck all them bitches that you pulled up with too. It's me, mommy, with the L9, need no homebody. No need to sneak when I
come to the blog room. Yo, websites, energy. So
shout out my team, bro. Look.
Yeah. Own team, get me.
You already know how it goes, man. DMZ club to the world and back.
You're looking for a Wi-Fi now, innit? Let me speak for him. Listen, you gotta be peaceful.
Listen.
No. Listen. That with him, yeah. This is got from my broski, innit? My boy. Listen, you gotta be peaceful. You gotta be feminine. Am I right?
Yeah, right.
Alright. Okay. I know my people. Them, they get me, man. So, listen. If not trying to waste much time, that's my boy. But regardless of podcast they are, websites they are, all that, man.
Real.
Yeah. You gotta be honest. Valentine's Day niche event. Start with the usual, man. But it's not about. It's about the impact, you know what I'm saying? It's about the people that are in the room and they get the value, that's what matters most, isn't it? Always remember that. It's not about how many mouths you feed, it's about how fed up the mouth that you feed. It's on the spot, you know. I didn't know that makes sense, but yeah.
I wanna link up with you. I wanna lick and kiss upon your tattoo. I don't wanna fight, I call it true. I just wanna vibe, get lit high with you.
Podcast, YouTube, TikTok, everything, we back, coming with the road.
When we did that, bro, we're by the time, yeah, when we click, you know, we'll click off or post it on the island, you get me, bro?
When the words come out, so rather fucking just lay it out.
Great, man, I'm enjoying it. It's not different, bro. One thing I say to you entrepreneurs now, yeah, is that a lot of you see what we're doing, yeah, but the reason why we can do what we do, get numbers, yeah, is innovation. We innovate. We do a network every month. 1 month we might be in Birmingham, Brighton, Valentine's Day, women's only. You know what I'm saying? We switch it up, bro. So all this stuff, yeah, it adds up to allowing us to build a community with different niches, with different pain points. So, you know, like it was good bit of innovation. But at the end of the day, we're about giving value, man. So it's nice to do something a bit different now, give value. And what I would say is as well, yeah, as much as you might be a bit shy about it, we all on a date though. Everyone watch this year, we're all going on a date at some point. You're all on a boyfriend, all on a girlfriend, maybe get married. Is how it starts, man. So some people that come from that year because they're a bit shy, but listen, you miss out on gems though, man. And if you are struggling with dating, you know, we provide that platform for you to come to, a safe space here and learn, man. So listen, big up everyone that came tonight. We're definitely husband material, definitely wife material, and the rest of you, man. See you at the next thing.
Got all these demons in me. Lord, wash all this blood off my hands. All this greed and envy all around me, had to cut my loose.
So listen, I'm on my way to the E-Man FX book launch. I'm a bit late, but it's a Canary Wharf, man. So that's a real blessing, man. The fact that 2020, I used to watch the E-Man FX on Instagram, TikTok, and now he's about me to his book watch, man. So I'm very, very grateful. I'm gonna bring you guys along with me as usual. And yeah, man, I need to find a location, but ticket in though. Canary Wharf is too length, fam.
I admit I made mistakes, and I learned lessons on the way from karma. Should've known better.
Should've known the money came with problems, we still run it up.
If you get content with just okay, then you don't want enough. Paper chase to sum it up. Running from these demons, I've been dreaming about them hunting us. Paranoid is on them tuck, but the press we gotta slide. Try and put this pride aside. Attitude gon' get me killed, I get that from my mama's side. Movie time if we up late. How I wash his blood off my hands, I still see his face. 40K to beat the case. Love, hurt, and pain kills. Pussy mixed with pain pills. Hit his hood so many times, it feel like the same drill. Scream squad, then he changed. Wonder how his gang feel. I be with them killers in the trenches, grandma prayer still. Got all these demons in me. Lord, wash all this blood off my
These men are never on time, fam. Men are never on time, fam.
Huh?
Never on time, fam. These men are never on time, like. Never on time, like. Never.
It's good.
It's good, man. Serious. Can never be settings, fam. No, big man, I see you man every day, though. I see you man every day, fam. Every day, fam. Yesterday, today, tomorrow, Saturday. Then come to you.
Do it properly.
I can't get anything right, fam. Oh, Denzel. Wait.
Do it properly.
Yeah, come to you. Just put it. No, on the other thing. That's a Gen Z better.
Really stood out for me, which was find a way to enjoy being broke.
Mm-hmm.
And I would love you to just discuss a little bit about how does one get to that point,
Yeah, because you know what?
or the necessity, I guess.
You have to understand that you might be broke in the physical, but I'm not broke in the mind. Do you understand? Wealth starts in your mind. And you see, what happens is that we are trying to we're trying to look like we're wealthy by buying all these things. But the reality is that we may look wealthy and our friends might pat us on the back and big guy. You know we love all that the big bosses into like. But you know when you get home you're struggling. Come and take bus, you're like, can I afford it? Like, but you're out here popping bottles on the weekend. And so for me, it's really important that you understand that you can be broke. Like now, I can be in a broke position, but I'm not broke in my mind. I'm wealthy in my mind because I know the reason I know what I'm doing. Just like when you plant a seed. So, because again, this is what we want to do. We want to see instant. But actually, when you plant a seed, it takes time for it to grow, right? But you know you planted it. You know you're looking after it. You know you're nurturing it. So one day it's going to grow. And that's what we need to start doing with our finances and building wealth. We need to start planting the seeds, making the sacrifices, and know that one day that wealth will grow. She even today, she's got metal in her knee. Do you know what I mean? And you'll see she walks with a limp, and she's walked with that limp for. And like that exists, that you don't have to go and try and pretend like I did that you're from Chelsea or you're in Kensington or whatever. You can find a book that is spoken in a way for you, in a way that you can understand it and empower yourself, not just yourself, but then go on and teach those lessons to your children, your parents, the people around you. And the more that we do that, the more we're empowered. Because listen, we can question. I think my top tips is know your why. Like, I'm here today because I knew my why. I knew I wanted to change my mom's life. I know what I want to do for my wife and my kids. And that's what keeps me going. I know my why, so I know the sacrifices I need to make. So it's important to know your why. I think then it's about having a plan. Like have actual goals for yourself. But don't just think them, write them down. Even if you can touch them. Like me, I've gone to visit 10-bedroom houses because I'm gonna get there. Do you know what I mean? I've gone to test drive nice cars because I'm gonna get there. Do you understand? Sometimes we gotta put ourselves in those positions. My sister Nikki, the other day we was in Vegas. We was in Vegas, and there's this one hotel. What was the hotel? Caesar's Hotel. So we was in Caesar's Hotel. So she was like, I want to stay here one day. So she went there to the desk and took a picture of her speaking to somebody at the desk. And she's like, now that's on my vision board. It's already happened.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And it's like, these are the types of people that are around. Like my sister Nikki, she's always making me think outside the box. And I think that's the second part, is who's holding you accountable. Like today, like before I've even come here, Nikki called me. She's like, you haven't left yet. I'm like, no. She's like, have you got 2 minutes? I'm like, yeah. What do you want to say? Let's pray. Nikki was almost speaking in tongues. He was there 5 minutes. Almost sweating, just in the prayer. I have to go and shower again after the prayer. my goodness, she was speaking tongues. And I said, wow, this was powerful. But who is holding you accountable to your goals? Who is holding you accountable to your dreams? Because sometimes we're trying to be an island and you need to surround yourself with those people. Obviously, the network is important, but then also understand your worth and your value. And for me, the biggest thing I always tell people is understand that you're not chasing money, you're chasing value. If you can create value, money will follow. And I think sometimes we've been taught so much about money and getting money, and that's how we learn it. We get money and then we give money away. But actually, if you can create value, money will always follow it. If you can add value to someone's life, they'll pay you for the value you can add. So what you really need to work on is how can I create value, and then money is just comes after that.
Yeah.
Bit confusing, I can see it in your eyes, but I want you to take control.
Oi. I just knew this guy would do this. I just knew it. I just knew it. This guy doesn't wet. These guys is dumb, man. I don't get it. Like, where they going with the meat still? Where they going? Are you man dumb?
Yeah, quick update. We're just in central size right now. We stepped from one event straight to another event. Big up Toby, Black Swan thing, corporate settings, quick thing. But now on our way home, man got the wing stop like. That's a wing stoppy like. Wing stoppy. Big up my boy Rick Watson, the man there still, man. That's my IG for real. Tomorrow is mad though. Tomorrow we got meetings in the morning. We got Barclays in the morning.
Oh, we speak to Barclays every day,
I
don't on my nuts,
This is too much joking. Yeah, Barclays every day. Today, tomorrow, Tuesday, next week. Yeah. Anyway, but Barclays, we love you though. We love you, Barclays. And also, what else we got tomorrow?
Andre.
Oh yeah, no. We got two meetings. We got 2 meetings tomorrow. Savils. We got Savils. We got Edison.
We might have had a pitch there.
Oh, we got Edison pitch there. Then we off Savils. Yeah, we're speaking at a conference. Big corporate conference. And then after that, yeah, we are going to flipping. We're going to one celebrity motive, man. It's hectic still, man. But yeah, then I'm going to cigar lounge to smoke a big fat cigar, and I can't wait for that.
Yeah, the feds tapping all the phones saying I'm with head tappers. Said I be with fed trappers, jack boys and bread stackers. Keep around me when I'm moving, trying to be no dead rapper.
Meet with Savils, innit? If I'm there. Huh? My cousin still.
Yeah, man. A packed day today. Got a big meeting right now. Samples for a property conference, and then we're speaking at Andre Spence. Big up Andre Spence.
My brother, Andre.
His event. Then we got Abby. Big up Abby. Is it Abby's event?
Well, we got literally this meeting. We had Barclays and Seville, Savills, and then we're speaking at an event later, and then we're going to 2 events later, basically. So it's a long day, man. But there. How you feeling then?
I'm good, man.
What are you doing in your phone?
Poker's in the slides, you know.
So what are you doing on your phone, yeah? Where you can balance it though? Are you using a laptop? Poker, how you feeling?
Feeling good, man.
Yeah?
Should be smooth.
And then what, we got a big day today, like, big day, innit?
Yeah, big day.
You in the meetings there, man's half t-shirt. We've all been there still, we've all been there, fam.
My word.
We've all been there, fam, serious.
Yeah, literally, we gotta do this.
When we finish though.
What you gonna say to Poker finish?
Yeah, once we finish this, we need to then go to Andre's event, then do a spotlight thing, talk about ourselves and network, and then we're invited to a celebrity fashion week event. Lots of apprentice, lots of Jackson and people there. It's gonna be a big day, man. Big day,
man. Life of entrepreneur you get, man.
Come on, man.
That's like the bank from.
What's it called? Now, seriously, man. As soon as you finish.
Serious. On our way. That KB?
This KB.
Which KB do you think it was? Hi. It's gonna be good, yeah?
Yeah, man. What are you saying?
It's in the suave.
Come on.
So I'm ready for you to the visit of
This is Denzel's.
Where's mine?
Yours are getting printed.
You trying to look bad in my own vlog?
Oh man, what can I say? Yeah.
Cool.
How are you, bro? Yeah, man. Good. Still eating.
The man behind it all today in the African attire, I love it, man.
Material
my
from South
Igbo
Africa,
brother, my Igbo,
made in Nigeria.
my Igbo brother, my Igbo brother, Kedu. My hand, that thing hurt, Kedu.
Kedu, I don't know what
Say
to say.
Odima.
The importance of mentoring. Thank you so much. The importance of mentorship.
So you're brainstorming this, you? Want everything?
Yeah, everything. Can I have everything?
Yes, everything.
Wait, what's the that?
The coconut curry.
They're meeting it.
Done, they're finished.
You know, I want meat.
No, I want to store you.
Okay, cool.
Chef, the curry has been inside.
Can I have a chicken?
That chickpeas and coconut meal.
Actually, no, you have everything, please.
Okay, no problem.
Don't run out, guys. Don't run out. Need the,
This is guaranteed. This is guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
This is guaranteed. Guaranteed, like.
So yeah, so I'm just going to be on the panel. I'll be down on this one. But so he's going to join this panel. But these people on this panel today are literally really, really amazing people. I was thinking, David, you're not on there, but you're on later. So I was like, it's got to be on there. They've inspired me. They're just incredible human beings. And so we're going to have a nice little conversation with them. Can we give it up for Oyin, Jamila, and the Gen Z Club? And who's next? Debs from Stop Pickers Academy. We've got Denzel. I'm so sorry. As I said, I'm a bit tired today. So guys, stand up there. Let's go. We're gonna get mic'd up over here about their businesses, some of the challenges that they've seen, and how they overcame certain things that they had to overcome in their businesses. And yeah, so I'm just gonna allow everybody just to quickly introduce themselves, and then I'll ask you a bunch of questions that I'm making up on the spot, so I don't have my questions with me. Thank you so much, sir. Give it up for the smartest guy in the room. Thank you, excellent. So let's start with you, Devin.
Hi everyone. My name is David Osikita. I'm the founder of the Stop Pickers Academy, which is a community of about 5,000 plus people. My background is I grew up in Peckham. I don't know if a lot of you will remember the Daniel Taylor murder. So the guys that actually killed.
I'm talking on your behalf. I'll let them say what they're going to say, but you guys collectively say what you're saying. I don't need to say. They've got the Gen Z Club. Okay.
So yeah, so we are Gen Z Club. First of all, thank you so much for everyone being here today. You all look great. It's thank Andre for putting us on. It's real privilege to be here. So we are the Gen Z Club. We've got a community of about 500,000 Gen Zs. We throw monthly network events and workshops for them to help empower them, inspire them. We've touched the whole UK from Brighton to Birmingham to Loughborough. Those network events, there's guest speakers, different industries from trading to property. And we also connect corporations to Gen Zs. So we work with like the likes of Barclays. I'm helping them recruit more black talent, or just talent in general. And we've got a lot of events this year. Like we've got a real estate conference in April. We've got a Founding Gen Zs. We've got Dragon's Den kind of conference. We've got 200 Gen Zs. So all about being home opportunities for Gen Zs, and also being a good way to connect corporations to Gen Zs as well. So
give them a round of applause.
A little bit about how we started. So I think growing up, we knew that there's not many people from our age group who are doing things to improve their life and self-development and business. So we thought, we were like-minded individuals, came together. I think my first event was in Starbucks. Literally just got some young people together. I think it was about 17 at the time. Got some people together. Then we started in clubhouse rooms. We did that for a while, and then we started hosting events. Our first one was in August 2021, and we're just going from there. So outside of the Gen Z Club, we all have our own personal businesses. So I've got background in property. So I started my property business at 17, where I was deal sourcing for people like bankers, footballers and stuff. So deal sourcing is like basically providing investment opportunities. That's what I currently do today.
I'm a award-winning fashion brand. I'm featured in British TV magazine called Born Inside London. So about helping people stand out and be unique. And yeah, so touching on what Dennis said earlier about how we actually started. So you know, we were very consistent. Like, you know, it might look like having quite quickly, but we want Clubhouse giving value for about 5 months. Like, we still a Clubhouse room every single week.
5 months is not that.
I know.
I get you.
We were doing weekly rooms, but I think it's 50 rooms from January to May. We first started, we were popular, we had like 100 man in our room, then the lockdown kind of eased up, we had like 5 man in our room, but we were still gonna stay energy with 100 man with 5 man. So we were doing like weekly rooms on like Gen Z and property, Gen Z and mental health, Gen Z and finance, Gen Z and jobs, just doing weekly rooms. Ended up on a massive community from the Clubhouse rooms that we thought, let's do a live event. We did our first live event in August 2021, we sold out in about 2 hours. Fast forward, you know, a year and a half, we've done like 20 events, thousands of Gen Zs, the whole UK, so kind of a bit how we started.
Also, I'm head of partnerships with the Gen Z Club. But
I'm going to give you 30 seconds.
Outside of the Gen Z Club, I basically teach the UK about personal finance. So I teach the UK about personal finance, investing, entrepreneurship, helping people deal with the cost of living crisis. I teach to collectively around 400,000 people on my followings. So that's TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and that's why.
We're famous.
Oh, who's famous? Give them a round of applause, guys.
And she was like, okay, so let's sit down. So it's literally like banging on doors and asking for support and asking for help. And it's interesting, the more I've grown as an entrepreneur, the more, you know, I actually realize I actually need more help and the more humble I become with the kind of support that I need. So yeah, I'm used to no's, so I don't really care about no's.
What does that mean?
I mean, like for every time that there's a no, there is probably a bigger yes coming for me. So that's just the kind of like mindset that I have. So I don't use that as a way to kind of stop me from asking.
And how powerful social media is. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest, how much of an impact does social media help drive each of your businesses?
I think for us, it's a massive. So I think, you know, there's a lot of talk around social media, whether it's good or it's bad. I think in the day, social media is just a software, and you make of it what you want to make of it. And I think I learned at an early age that in the day, people put so much hate on certain aspects of social media, where like you choose what you follow, you choose who you watch, you choose what you create. So I kind of create my social media around the things that inspire me, that make me empower me. I feel like, you know, when I understood that I was in control of what I see on social media, I kind of use advantage of that. So I use social media to like link to his questions, all the people that, you know, inspired me, taught me things, educated me things. And how we built Gen Z Club was through social media, so starting Clubhouse. And then where we got to now is the fact that I understood that whenever you build anything, you need to provide value. So I said, guys, we've got posts every single day on social media giving value. I don't care what it is, you've got to give value, because in that day, the only way you build something is value. This event is value. This is my iPhone is value. Anything builds value. So I said that if you're going to build something, it's got to provide value. So we use social media to build ourselves, but that came from us providing value to our audience so that people come to our events and so forth.
Yeah.
So massively.
So is it integral to your success?
Yeah,
definitely, yeah.
But in the day, just social media itself is nothing, just a tool that you use to elevate the message. So it's all it is a medium. Like it can be magazines, newspapers. It's about finding the right medium for what you're doing.
Right channel.
At this time, social media is a perfect medium to reach those people. If it was newspapers, it would be in the newspapers. So it's not social media itself; it's the medium we use to reach those people.
Yeah.
Cunts, I don't tell you, no mama used to punish me. Though they couldn't stomach me, acting like they fuck with me. No, they don't fuck with me, but niggas know what's up with me. Gotta keep that pole, I feel a reaper keeping up with me. Had to kill a nigga the other day that grew up with me. Ask about them bodies, ain't a secret, the whole city know. Free my little bro, he caught a body, it's on video. Had a bad bitch dancing her like I'm Diddy though. Try to steal my chain, that's on bro, I'm letting 50 go. You niggas know, I ain't the one that's gon' play around. Plug went up on his prices, had to lay him down. Had to get up and go and get it, I couldn't lay around. Ride through my block, a car wash, we gon' spread down. If you ain't built for a body, couldn't stay around. If you ain't built for a body, hold on. I was sleeping with the enemy, them bitches try to get
Bitcoin, Ethereum.
So,
some ETFs.
Wait, 1,000
This
what?
is oil, stocks, ETFs.
How many you got? 1,000, yeah?
This is a trap house in Canada.
and then that's when all the
IIPR.
social reform started to
You can
happen.
see it's a cannabis
So the Riyadh
industrial
guys
warehouse.
came to-
That's nuts,
So that's the
bro.
way you can buy, you can invest in property.
They wrapped up the Andre thing. Then we're going to another event, another event, another event, another event, another event. Alright, plug this here. Another event, another event. Another event, so yeah, we'll keep you on posted as always, innit? Let's steppy like. Let's get steppy like steppy like steps. Shout out my guy Steps.
I had them all.
So they say she want flaws like me. Never trip about the cost like me. Live lavish and call the shots like me. Then fuck with a young boss like me. You got a man, but he not like me. Like me, no. Pull out the stop like me, like me. You say you need a boss like me. Baby, fuck with it, fuck with it.
Rolling beats on tail by the gang unit. All the gangsters show me love and they bang to it. No future bright, I wanna handle your retirement. Life insurance policy with the Pyrex. Kingpin, so it's smoother than a 1-2. Got you the same whip, I got your mom too. Do it big and shit, I'm talking unto. Junior mafia niggas will let the guns loose. Bad bitch, better show me what her tongue do.
So, with our cigar tasting experience, you get included, you get a cigar, you get a steak baguette sandwich, and then you'll get a whiskey to go with it.
Lovely.
So, you can decide on how you want to do things. Usually we start off with the cigar, just to get going, and then you'll have the food.
Billionaire, still got the Yale flying in from on the West Coast. Fleet of cars all red like this was death row. Keep it gangster, never singing like it's
quick one. So right now we're in the office space. Today we secured like a £25,000 deal, bro.
Wait, how much?
25 G's, like 25 G's in my denim jeans, like. But yeah, man. So within Denzel, yeah, it's mad, bro. Like as you come to guess here, your level of normal shifts, bro. Like today we got 25k deal, yeah. Denzel's like, we weren't even that gashing it. We're like, oh, like that, bro. Like a year ago, like we couldn't even think about 25k. Now it's like we've earned that from a sponsorship. Now it's like it's kind of feels normal. And I was saying how like literally a year ago, this exact same month, the sponsor for one of our events here, we were scared to charge £500, bro. We were scared to charge 5 bills. It's man like within a year now, like our normal is shifted, which I always urge you guys get out there, man. Go and speak to people that are doing well, your age progressing, man. Because what does to your mind, it expands your mind, and you're gonna have a vision for what you can see. And if you can't see what you can achieve, you'll never get there. You've got the vision first before you can create it. So I think me being around, my friends, all that kind of stuff here, it kind of shifted my normal to charge 25k for an event now. And it's like I should be charging more kind of thing, as opposed to a year ago, 5 bills for an event. And I'm like, I'm scared to charge this, man. So shift to a normal, man. Any words, Denzel?
My words is just trust the process, man. Austin had a great grad job, and I remember talking about him saying, should we do it? And I think, one of the biggest dangers of comfort, man, comfort's a cage. If he took that grad job, yeah, he would have been earning a consistent salary, but what we've done now, he probably wouldn't have been able to achieve. Now, the money that we secured is probably more than the grad job even offered him for the year. So
it's crazy, bro.
It's crazy, man. Trust the process.
Money ain't real, man. Money ain't real, bro. Like, so I made up thing, but you can make whatever you want, man. Trust you, bro. Just gotta believe it.
What's 25k and I got 8-figure dreams?
I think everyone says that, yeah. I think everyone says, but no one actually deeps here what they mean by that. In the sense that, bro, you can literally achieve whatever they've achieved, bro. Like, I promise you, bro. The only difference between you and a man that's got there is belief, bro. The second I believed, yeah, cool. I can charge 25k for this event, yeah. I charged 25k and I got there. That's it, bro. That's the only difference was belief. That's it. It was literally the same proposal, but the difference was, yeah, I believed I had it before I had it. So, yeah, we out.
Gotta keep that pole, I feel a reaper keeping up with me. Had to kill a nigga of the day that grew up with me. Ask about
Right now, where are we? We're in the Bronx right now. We're in the Bronx right now. Trust me, man. Come
Come on. Oh. What's he doing?
Kilograms were the key to my success. I apologize being so discreet with my
Yeah, man, now off to Birmingham for my event. A quick stop with a Clip No Sauce by. The one and only from the station. Then he can be my buddy on my way to Birmingham. Trapped in a random one saying he's trying to come true. The bums of us, part of the industry, man, so it only makes sense, innit? So, let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go. The man himself. My boss. Beautiful
big billionaire. Still got the Yale flying in from on the West Coast. Fleet of cars all red like this was death row. Keep it gangster, never singing like it's Danny Boy. All she seen was Givenchy soon as I ran up on her. Beginning what you eat, I'ma change your lifestyle. Lamborghini at
Birmingham, it was so nice, we had to do it twice. So Batman, but this time taking the views. Just show them the views. Just show them. Let the views do the talking, yeah? We're leveling up, man. We're leveling up, Leveling up, man. Trust me, man. I fired Denzel and Poku, so I'm on my own. Now it's Denzel couple 5. Now I've got that dead weight off my back, and now we can soar into the sky. We can soar into the night sky, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm joking. We've got a big speaker, True Powell, personal brand expert. Today is about building a 6-figure brand. Yeah? What was the cost of the ticket? Couple, what, £30? So we teach you how to build a 6-figure brand for £30. What's the ROI on that? Can someone do the maths, please? Because I'm not good at maths, but someone do the maths for that one. I'll leave that to you. He's not here, relax, it's all good. We're back all year round, but however, we've got to start coming, man. We do it big, we're growing. We've got people in there hungry, motivated, making money, doing big things to network. Your network is your net worth, man. So we're here, Birmingham, so nice to do it twice. This one, I got a feeling this could be top 3 events we've had. I got that feeling early doors. Poku events were late, but they're on their way. But either way, man, networking begins with or without us. Listen, it's not about us. It's not about us being late. It's about you guys coming down and networking and meeting like-minded people and growing and reach your potential. We're just here to make sure that you guys have the opportunity. Forget about us.
For the life that I chose. I know in Toronto they got salt for the roads, but school's closed in Kentucky, so I liked when it snowed. The kids carry chopsticks, not for rice in a bowl. School counselors all know how their life is at home. Cold like the Minnesota Vikings at home. Before I met Drizzy, I knew he and I would get along.
Speaks for actually booking banks, baby. Come on, man. Sometimes you just go arrive fashionably late. You know what I'm saying? But you know when you're CEO, when you're the boss, things run in place. You got systems in place. That's what you want life to be about. You know what I'm saying? You don't want it just to be about always working hard. You want things set in place so then you can do it on your own terms. You get what I'm saying? That's what life's all about. You know what I'm saying?
Is that your excuse for being late?
Got him! Late. Not just traffic, you know, just traffic. You know, I came a long way, 3 hours. 3 hour journey. Literally, so yeah, man. Let's get it, man. I feel like I'm in power. I need a picture here ASAP. I need a picture still. Roof settings, Gen Z club, man. See the views, man. That's how we're doing it, man. Everyone right now, human bingo, networking. And look, just leave them to it. They're just enjoying it themselves, man. So big up everyone that came from London, from Coventry, Leicester, wherever you came from. Big up our Gen Z club.
Yeah. Cold hearts and heated floors, no parental guidance, I just see divorce. Therapy sessions, I'm in the waiting room reading Forbes. Abandonment issues, I'm getting treated for.
Hey man, I got big business, you know, Social Kids. Chat to the people about Social Kids, bro.
So Social Kids is an up and coming clothing
not up and coming, bro. Not up and coming. We're gonna restart that one.
Yeah, let me restart it. So Social Kids, it's the new kid on the block, you know. I'm being social myself. We're trying to get out to different platforms and whatnot. All I can say is 2023 is the year of Social Kids, so you know, keep an eye out for us. We're coming to stay the game, you know? Yeah, like that. Kids on fire, man. Kids on fire.
I chat to the people then.
What am I saying? I'm nervous.
I didn't give a shout. Nobody give a shout for, man.
What am I saying?
Chat to the people. Do a bit about yourself, bro.
Yeah, man. Gen Z.
This is calm, bro. Listen, trader, builder, businessman, resale, crypto, everything, man. Everything, bro. Trust me.
Yeah, man. Gen Z. I love what you guys are doing, man. Shit.
What are you two saying? Hey, yo. Hey, life's good, man. Fill out this great venue, man. Things are good. We've got Dr. True Powell come and speak proper flat. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, life's good, you know what I'm saying?
What are you sipping today though?
Hey, a little pina colada, you know what I'm saying? I'm always on holiday, yeah. The bar.
Well, see, mum, wasn't it? Let we get back being there, drink that, what that?
To be honest, y'all financial situation is my biggest motivation, and how you should take that statement is based on what you're making. Whips and chains like a dominatrix.
Thank you all for coming to the Gen Z Club Birmingham networking event. So today we're speaking about how to grow a six-figure brand, whether it's your personal brand or your business brand. So thank you for coming. What we're going to do now, as the whole thing is about branding. So we're going to give, let's say, 6 people, the first 6 people to stand up, a chance to pitch yourself with your business, your personal brand, for 30 seconds. I guess you'll probably be the judge of who thinks the best is, right? Because you're the personal branding expert. So yeah, the first 6 people, make it down here. For the first seconds, your personal brand for your business.
Hairstylist who makes wigs, makes weaves. I also braid boys and girls' hair, and I'm based in Nottingham and Birmingham.
Okay. My name is Shubham, and I'm from Coventry. I do sneakers reselling, network with Surge Notify, and I'm into property as well, HMOs. Got a few properties myself, and yeah, if you want to network with me, sitting down here, just shout me.
From Malik. My business is called Skills to Income. Basically, we help people do what they love by breaking down their skills and interests into a product or service and then turn it into a business. We believe that everyone has a £1 million idea, and Skills to Income is the way to find that.
Thank you. My name is Avi. I'm from Manchester, and I do personal shopper. I'm a personal shopper, and I also resell sneakers and start in a clothing brand.
Alright, I'm a supply teacher in London and Kent. Sorry, I represent a group called Black Men Teach, and they deliver workshops in secondary schools and they mentor young black boys.
Every pitch was great, but the pitch that will probably get my attention was the guy that does HMOs. And the only reason why I say that was because he had a very clear ask at the end. So everybody else said what they did, but they didn't say what they wanted from the audience. Whereas he was like, if you want to network with me, I'm here. And that was the only thing really that stood out for me. Always have an ask at the end of any pitch that you do.
You guys don't do that. No, thank you for having me. It's a real pleasure to be here. As you can tell, I am a Brummie through and through. Yeah, pick it up. Who's from Birmingham in the house? Yeah, love it. And I've come here today to really speak all about personal branding. I've got 25 minutes. And the reason why I want to speak about personal branding, because I'm a personal branding expert and I help people with their personal branding. And I feel that a lot of people really focus on their business brand, as you should, but neglect their personal brand. So I'm here today to tell you, don't do that. Don't do that. So, yes. She used to say that to us all the time. She used to say, True, before you leave your yard, you must look like somebody picked me. What does that mean? Before you leave, you must look like you come from somewhere. Do not step out of this door and you look a mess, you look trampy. No matter what was going on in our home, no matter how things were at home, we had to look like we come from good stuff. We had to look like we come from somewhere. The reason why this is so powerful, because I apply that methodology to my personal brand. On social media, I have to look like I come from somewhere. I have to make sure that it looks prestige. I have to make sure that I'm living authentically. I have to make sure that I look like I come from good stuff. So when people decide they want to do business with me, they're confident because they know I come from somewhere. Guess what? 90% of decisions that are made are about you or when you're not in the room. 90%. Whether you get the job, whether you get the promotion, whether you get sacked, whether you get the girl or not, or the boy. All of those decisions are made about you when you're not in your room. The only thing you've got to go off is your brand. The only thing that you have is your personal brand. Why leave it to chance? Your personal brand is what's said about you when you are not in the room. You really think people are interested in the business over the person, over the entrepreneur? Virgin, 237k followers. Richard Branson, 4.8 million. You're probably thinking, all right, we'd get it now, personal branding is important, and it is. But I'm going to give you some tips that you can take away today and implement tomorrow if you're serious about building your brand. Walk in your authenticity. It's time for you to walk in your authenticity. And I know we hear it a lot, we do. But it's true. If you are going to live your true personal brand, you have to be authentic to you. Don't worry about what anybody else is saying or what anybody else thinks of you. Be authentic to you. Everybody, newsflash, is not going to like you. Everyone's not going to get down with what you say and what you do. That's cool, because guess what? Your vibe will find and attract your tribe. Point number 2, social media. Social media is a great way to build your personal brand. And a lot of people, and some people are for social media, some people are against it. I'm presuming that most of you are for social media. Quick story. 2021 or 20, during the pandemic or just before, I had 2 followers on TikTok. 2. But I was offering mad value across my platforms about young people and creative arts and engaging arts. TikTok found me and called me and said, True, we want to do 50 commercials, and we want you to be the head of talent. We want you to find the talent from the Midlands to star in these commercials. Good money. Did I remind you I had 2 followers on TikTok? 2. Right? Influential. I had TikTok influencers calling me, saying, True, how do we get in on one of these ads? And if you look through the ads, you'll find the TikTok influencers. 1 million+ followers calling me with 2 followers, saying that they want to get on this ad. You've got to be influential. It's so important. The ad, we've done over 50 ads. I engaged with over 100 creatives from the Midlands. It was played in over 126 countries across the world. On 2 followers, just because TikTok saw that I was offering value and that actually wanted to work with me. Third one, but before we go, what was the first one? Oh, come on, God, you got to do better than that. What was the first one?
Authenticity.
Yes. Number 2.
Social media.
Yes. Number 3, awards. I absolutely love awards. When you're building your personal brand, there's 2 things that you have to think about: credibility and visibility. Both of those things make up your personal brand when you're building it. Both are absolutely crucial. You cannot build a strong personal brand without credibility and without visibility. You can't. Awards gives you both of those things. It gives you mad credibility and it also gives you visibility. This is what a lot of my clients say to me. Sure, I don't need awards. I let the work speak for itself. Newsflash. Your work can't speak. It can't. You have to be the voice for your work. You have to shout about your work, and that's why I love awards, because it's a great way to amplify the work that you do and get you the credibility that you rightly deserve. I'm going to do you a favour. On my website, truepower.com, I have built a list of over 150 award ceremonies, the best award ceremonies over the UK that you can apply to. Building your strategy, completely free, by the way, completely free. 63% increased turnover of companies that win awards. 88% are more motivated. 77% have higher sales of companies that win awards. And you guys, 88% are people who buy from people who buy services, check reviews, check to see if they're awards, check to see if they've got any credentials. What credibility have they got before we buy from them? Don't just take my word for it. These are real stats about companies who win awards versus companies and people who don't win awards. This is number 4, right? Remind me. What was number 1? 2, 3, 4. Yes. Yes, I can count. 4. If you haven't started writing a blog or haven't started a vlog, do it. Do it and really position yourself as an expert. Really write about the things that you love, that you want to do. Such a great way to get you credibility, because you're telling people about your industry and your business and the value that you bring. You're offering value, right? You're the expert because you're the one that's writing the blog, or you're the one that's talking about it on your platforms. Yeah? You're the expert.
Yeah, that was very so yeah, my question was, when it comes to branding, would you say, based off your experience, what works better? Being on the journey or going away, getting the work done, and coming back and sharing the journey?
I think different. I personally like to watch it come up. I like to see people come up. And for me, what's worked for me is the journey piece. I'm nowhere near the finished article. I've still got a long way to go. But at the same time, my community that's watching and that's following me are enjoying that come up. And I say, you know what, Phil, I really like this, and I can see where you've gone from here to here in the space of 2 years. It just depends on what you're willing to bear, what you're willing to share, what you control your narrative.
That's enough for now, but are you saying?
Could do.
Could do, yeah. So if you want to catch him after, yeah, feel free to ask the question. Yeah, can once again a round of applause.
Events, baby. Yeah, no, the event was great, man. You know, just good networking, good to see my people. You know, lots of deals made, lots of business moves made. It's really good.
And how could they both
Lots of deals. As you can see, like.
Without the CEO, I'm joking. They said, come get them. Let me quickly get the man them. Come.
Yes, it does.
Here we got a couple man down here still. It's the vlog. Tap the vlog. Proper stuff.
Gen Z just finished the event. It was lit. It was active. Come if you want.
Your network is your network.
Yeah, as the man said, a lot of people here. Network, Mashra, take action, chop life.
Rev the engine, bro. Come. So you got another certified Gen Z. You understand? They call these man certified Gen Zers. Certified Gen Z, you get me? You got a certified Gen Zer, you get me? Check the vlog, bro. Check the vlog, fam. A certified Gen Zer, you get me?
Yeah, man, telling me, man. Shout out to Gen Z Club. Oh, man. Let's get lit, man. Brrrr.
We have the engine, bro. Trust me, man.
Oh, the engine. Yeah, cool. Bro, my thing ain't no pops and bangs in it, but I hear that though.
Serious.
Come on, bro.
Now we got the
Brrrr.
The header bumper, our very own, Mr. Pokey Bench. You man rev your engine for us, please. So you got me. I'm gonna go find my bicycle. I'm drinking my merch pop on the corner, but get me. These man finally knew a plate. You're a bad guy. Petrol on E, like. Petrol on E. Petrol running out, like. Oh, it's cold, fam, but yeah, that's it still. Done though. They are. Certified Gen Zers, man. We've got Gen Z's got comms, like, Gen Z's got cars at the boomers. Gen Z's got cars at tell him. Gen Z's got cars at the boomers, bro.
Literally in abundance, man.
Gen Z's got cars at the boomers. Like the boomers.
Young guys doing it, man. Young guys.
Gen Z's whipping the cars that the boomers aren't whipping, you get me? No hate though. No hate, man. Yeesh. Look at that old school.
Promote the next one.
Listen, met up in Brighton, millionaire panel.
Millionaire.
So a lot of you want to meet Millionaire? Come to the event.
Alright, come to the
Just
event.
come to the event, like.
You want to be a millionaire?
Wait, you want to meet a millionaire? Come to the event, like.
Like, where are you? Like, where you at?
Bro, like, if you want to meet a millionaire, yeah, come to our event, like, that's it.
Hey, Brighton panel, make sure you're there.
Brighton, man, trust you, man. Then for the ladies, women's only network event, end of the month. Trust me.
You have to be there, literally. Women's only networking event.
You there, man, trust me, man. You keep getting bigger and bigger, man. We ain't gonna stop, bro. You get me? Try and stop us. You won't stop us.
Literally, bro.
Trust you, man.
Come on, man.
Trust you, man.
No, the reason why I came to this event is just to network with like-minded people and also people who are doing much more, who I aspire to just be like. A few months ago, I was just sitting in my bedroom, playing games, FIFA, Ultimate Team, Call of Duty, you name it, wasting time. I wasn't in a place where I was happy. I felt like I was in a room that you could never elevate. And then obviously I started networking, doing a lot more, and then this place is brown people I aspire to do just as much as and more. So I feel like this is the reason why I came to the event. I've met great people here already, face to face in the flesh, so it's more organic and it's natural, and that's basically the reason why I came here. If you're somebody who wants to elevate and take yourself to the next level, you always have to remember the richest people are always hanging with the richest people, footballers are always hanging with footballers, bums are always hanging with bums. If you want to actually get to the place where you want to be, you need to be hanging out with people who are doing more than you or doing the same as you. You don't want to be stuck. So anyone who wants to go to a networking event, please go elevate yourself.
I came to the Gen Z networking event just because I wanted to network with like-minded people, meet people that I aspire to be like and better. And DMing them is just not enough sometimes. You can't get in contact because there's a lot of people in their request and you're just one of them. Plus they're just trying to take and not trying to give. Plus in person they can't ignore you. You can give them straight value and you can connect straight away. That's just the best part of coming to these networking events.
Yeah, so today's event was absolutely amazing. Honestly, as an upcoming content creator, I was so inspired by the speaker about all the advice he gave us on how to build our personal brand. So I'll totally recommend you guys to come to the next Gen Z event.
The event was great. I enjoyed sitting with like-minded people, like the community award-winning.
Listen, the event was great. Your network is your net worth. If you want to go link, make connects, go run it up, come to the event, and I'll see you in the next one.
There you go. I told you you'd be better than me.
Cool. Right now, you see, we're here in Dubai. Now I'm messing, we're here on Birms. Amazing views. Thank you everyone that came through from Sheffield, from Leicester, from Coventry, all over the UK, man. Make sure at our next event, Gen Z Club, we're over and we're out.